So this video marks 18 months since I left my abusive relationship. It hasn't been easy. It's been it's been a lot of different stages through that 18 months. The first 3 months was relief and just being very high. I would say the next 3 months were very difficult, and I was drinking too much, and then I almost I got too drunk and I crashed the scooter into a parked car, and it could have very nearly been the end of me. I would say the next 6 months, 8 months, 9 months was more peaceful for me. We were in lockdown with COVID mostly, but I felt much more relaxed. I think COVID really helped me, actually, that whole situation of just being on my own, and it gave me a lot of peace. And then I would say in the last 3 months, I've really felt a change in who I am, what I feel. I feel like for the first time in 3, 4, maybe 5 years that I really feel myself. I used to be very jokey and playful and just do a lot of practical jokes, and I lost all of that. And in the last few months, I really felt that I felt like I'm doing that again and just having fun and enjoying the moment. So that was really nice. There's certainly been times where I've regressed back and felt very insecure and very down for a couple of days, very sad, and it's usually from a trigger of some form, and I think that kind of comes on to sort of the few things that I want to talk about today, which is some of those elements, and that is, I think it started really about 3 months ago when I started to see a therapist, just to see if there was something I needed to work on more, and how I was getting on, because I hadn't really seen a therapist at all in that last 18 months. And she basically said that it was my confidence that was the biggest problem, particularly around girls or women. And it was although it sounds very obvious, it was kind of a revelation for me, because I wasn't sure what was missing, but when she said confidence, I realised that was it. And then the funny thing was, the moment she said it, I was able to almost become more confident as a result, because I knew that was the thing that was missing, or that I'd lost. So I started being a lot more confident as a result. I think we also started coming out of lockdown and got the vaccine. So that also helped improve my mood, improve my spirit. So the confidence thing is definitely something that I'm still working on. And tied with confidence, the thing that I've noticed more than anything is that I really suffer from feelings of rejection. So if I'm trying to date someone or talking to someone and I feel some level of rejection, it can really set me back. And it's funny because I'm not sure I felt that such a rejection in the year before, i.e. the year after I broke up, but I really feel it now, that pain. So when that happens, it's a really big trigger for me to to really not want to go out, not want to do anything, stay at home, not really want to talk to anyone. But I'm aware of it, and I'm not sure really what much to do about it. I'm just hoping that by being aware of it, it will slowly dissipate. Also, I'm happy that it only lasts for 1 or 2 days, and that rejection is very much tied just to girls, really, that I might try and want to date. And it could be for very obvious reasons, like, oh, I'm busy so I can't meet tonight, and things like that can trigger me. But more if it happens a few times in a row than once. The other thing that I want to talk about is that I've done a couple of things in the last 3 months, focused on a couple of things just by chance, really. It's how I'm living my life. The first is that I'm really not trying to strive so much anymore. I used to be very much thinking, oh, I have to do this and I've got to push myself for that, and I need to keep pushing and achieve more and more and more, and driving myself and needing a challenge. I actually think that's maybe one of the reasons why I even got into the abusive relationship, because I always need a challenge, and my ex was that relationship was a big challenge for me, and until it was really too late, and I was lucky to get out of it. But the thing that I'm doing now is really not challenging myself. It's basically being kind to myself and doing enough that keeps me happy, enables me to live, and not thinking of, wow, I should be doing so much more, I should be this, I should be that, everyone else is doing this, I should be doing it too. It's really making my own path and forgetting what society thinks we should be doing or what other people think we should be doing. So I've really enjoyed doing that. And I feel that when the time is right and I want to push myself again, or I want to achieve something more again, then that will happen. I'm still trying to achieve things for sure, but I'm not being so, how would you say, so tough on myself to do it, to make it happen. I'm really just enjoying the moment, which I think is the final point. That right now, my main goal is really just to enjoy the moment, to really not think about things too much in the future, not think of, I need to do this, or I need to be dating, or I need to know where this relationship's going, or I need to know where anything is going, really. So that gives me a lot of peace and actual fulfillment. It can feel a little bit like treading water, but I do enjoy it, and it relaxes me, keeps me calm, and makes me happy. And right now, I'm really on a nice path of for the first time, being more and more myself as every week and month passes, which is really nice. I'm always of the view that I'm always monitoring myself, I'm always checking myself, and if things change, or I feel like too many bad days, or I feel like something's really affecting me, I will try and find answers to that through therapists, through books, through TED Talks, through YouTube videos. But for now, I'm on a nice upward trajectory, which I'm very happy about. I have started dating more seriously in the last month. it definitely is an experience for me. I'm always, every date, I'm always thinking about certain things, certain red flags, aware of negative things, or things that could be negative, let's put it that way, as well as the positive, but really aware of those red flags. And in that awareness, I'm not dismissing, I'm just noting. And then it's kind of led me on a path which is very much like up and down in a way. So after one day, I might feel, actually, this isn't going to work. There are too many red flags, or too many things that could be red flags, could be not so good. And the next time, actually I realised that it's not true at all, and it was just me interpreting it in that way. But I'm still very aware of it to see if it happens again. I'm very on and off with what I think in relationships and dating. It's definitely not easy. I'm also trying to understand what is me, what is my triggers, what is my trauma, what is my real feelings that I would have had if I hadn't been in that relationship. What is her, it's like I say, the only way that I'm navigating it is really just taking each day as it comes, being careful not to see that person too often, and also to not be too serious about it. I don't want to rush into anything. I don't want to put pressure on myself, so I'm really taking it step by step. I don't know what will happen, and maybe nothing, but for me the most important thing right now is being myself, not putting pressure on myself, being aware of how I feel every day and the triggers, what was the last one? Living for today, and enjoying the moment. So that's my 18-month summary. It's on the whole, it's very positive. I'm happy, but I do realise as the months go on, and as I talk here about 18 months, that the effects of what happened do take a long time to get through, and I don't know how long it will take. I don't know if it will ever be fully healed as such, but so long as I'm myself and I feel happy, I think that's all that matters. And I definitely feel way stronger from that experience, and I'm equally happy about that experience. Not happy to have been in it, but happy to have learned from it and grown from it. I think the one other thing that I've come to terms with in the last 3 months from the therapy was when I watched the movie Gaslighting, and I realised my narrative of what happened to me was exactly the same as that, and actually my narrative was 10 times worse, but it made me realise that my abuser knew exactly what she was doing the whole way through, and it would, like before, I always used to think, well, you know, it's just how she is, and it's obviously not good and not nice, but I never really saw her as a bad person. Uh, but after watching that video and coming to terms with the fact that she knew all along, I mean, she used to say to me, you know, I will set you free. She knew all along what she was doing. I think that's the hardest thing to come to terms with. And I think I'm still coming to terms with that. But I definitely think it's helping me to move forward and to feel more free. So yeah, look, I thank you for all the comments in the videos. Thank you for sharing your stories and recommending books to read. I find it really helpful, and I'm really happy that these videos can help others and also spread awareness, and maybe people can relate to it, and people can also see the other side of it for those that may still be stuck in it. Yeah, I'll keep trying to publish videos. If there's anything particular that you would want me to write or to talk about, I'd be happy to do that. And thank you.